The video you just experienced is of India when you step outside in the middle of the street. Quite overwhelming, right? But it does not end there. What you experienced is just the sounds, not the different kind of smells or visuals that add to this experience. But wait, it does not end at just noise. There are two problems I'm going to speak about in this video that plague India and tarnishes its brand value globally. If that's not enough, it impacts the confidence and health of Indians and also makes Indians the target of mockery. The question is it justified? Before we go ahead, let me show you two photographs. Each will remain on your screen for 5 seconds and you need to guess which country this is. Ready? The first image. That's not India, that's China. Alright, the second image. That's the United Kingdom. Shocking? No, not really. These conditions have always existed in these countries, but hypocrisy applies only to India. But now, let's continue with the video as I show you the problem in India, but also speak about the possible solutions. India has far been tagged as a nation with organized chaos. For scenes like these and these, here's some more, here's another one. Organized chaos is a term used not just by the people, but leaders and even influencers to lower the finger that's pointing towards indiscipline. Stray dogs on the street? Oh, organized chaos. Littering and spitting? Oh, that's just organized chaos. Every time ethics and etiquettes are broken, you hear the word organized chaos. Let me tell you up front that this theory of organized chaos is absolute nonsense and it is causing serious health issues. Let me elaborate this for you. As per the World Health Organization, any noise above 65 decibels can cause anxiety, sleeplessness, and even lead to high blood pressure that over time can lead to heart attacks. A car's horn emits 90 decibels of sound. 1 hour spent in 90 decibels of sound continuously blaring from different directions can give you migraines and a racing pulse. Add egoistic drivers, overspeeding drivers, wrong side drivers, overloaded vehicles, rash drivers, the cows and the dogs, and you have an Indian recipe for some next level road rage. Indians go through this ordeal on the roads, at home, while walking, while working, and even on their deathbed. And what's the explanation to this indiscipline? Organized chaos. While the world records all this and shows it as a joke. We need to get rid of this word organized chaos first. Let's now talk about the second problem, the broken window theory. In 1982, two social scientists, James Wilson and George Kelling, came up with a theory called the broken window theory, in which they suggest that visible signs of decay in society encourages further decay. The theory gives an example assuming a window in a vacant building is broken and remains unrepaired for too long. The rest of the windows in that building will eventually be broken by the people for fun. According to Wilson and Kelling, the unrepaired window acts as a signal to people in that neighborhood that they can break windows without fear of consequences because nobody cares enough to stop it or fix it. The broken window theory fits perfectly in today's India. Everywhere you look, you see littering, people jaywalking, you see unhygienic conditions, food being cooked and sold in the most disgusting manner. When no action is taken on such people, this encourages others to follow the same, because they lose fear of being judged for their behavior. Over time, it will lead to much serious crimes. Now, you may assume that this is a local government problem. That's not entirely true. This is where crowd behavior, which is a subject in sociology, comes into play. The theory states that people act irrationally as they come under the influence of a crowd. The collective behavior of a crowd can influence people to lose their responsibility because there is no fear of being caught. What's worse is these social problems cause the spread of illness and life-threatening health issues due to spitting, littering, noise pollution, and unhygienic work conditions, causing damage to public property and wastage of tax money to fix those damages. Now, the far-reaching impact this issue is causing is a mockery of the entire country at a global scale, racism against Indians, and loss of self-worth and confidence in Indians. This is not organized chaos. So this leads to the question as how this plague can be solved. In 2014, the Indian government came up with the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, translated to Clean India Mission. It actually did bring a positive change in people. It also led to beautification of areas and turning them into healthy public spaces. It also included the restoration of environmental, historical, and cultural heritage. Here's where things went wrong with the mission. The government expected the people to follow through without monitoring, and as expected, crowd behavior once again took over. The government executed the mission with perfect accuracy. It had a deep impact that even reached rural areas. But what the government should have done is introduce heavy fines for social indiscipline the moment the idea had been accepted by the people. It's still not too late. The mission still has a far-reaching impact. The government should cash in on it. Yes, it involves investments in increased policing. Yes, it involves certain sects of people calling it a war against the poor. Yes, it involves losing a little popularity in the communist pockets of the population. But also remember, the tax collection at a municipal level will increase. This money can pay for the increased policing and pay for the new projects of beautification, creating a chain reaction. It'll also bring several health benefits and improve the quality of life for the citizens of India. There are several other positive impacts by deleting the word organized chaos and fixing the broken window. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.